Johnson got it centre forward. Referee John Sexton hits the ball, and Pat Ryan is the first fellow who gets it. He gets it into the corner forward inside. There's Tygo Murphy strikes it off his left. It's in, and the ball has gone left, and the ball has gone wide. And check your own. One of the, I think that's right full back. Aidan Collins is down near the sideline over there on the far side of the field. And equally on this side of the field is Robert O'Driscoll. And didn't see what happened there, but certainly Aidan Collins was over putting in the challenge there on Tygo. And difficult to see, checking around for any other switches. No, it looks like both the rest of the teams are changing around. Is Barry Donald Ryan is out in the half forward line. There's another change around here as well. I can see Barry Johnson being moved out and being followed as both sets of teams get to grips with each other. And Daniel Carney's gone out following Barry Johnson to the middle of the field. And Bride Rovers seem to be kind of playing with an extra defender almost, as it were. The only man in there the goals at the moment is Michael Collins. And looks like Robert O'Driscoll is okay. Trevor Maloney marking him. And this is going to be Dennis Fitzgerald with the puck out. And whatever wind there is, it's favouring Sars here in the first half. This is Dennis, the former St. Coleman student, striking the ball. Right down the middle it goes. Up go the Hurleys. Down comes the ball. It's broken in. Again, a group situation developing. It's broken forward. This is Michael Carney. Michael's hand pass is blocked away. Coming in there is Daniel Carney. And the referee, John Sexton, says he saw something. And it's going to be a free. And Pat Ryan rushing in just to calm things down and make sure there's going to be no rushing into anything or anything like that. And there's a blood substitution. And it looks like, is that Donald Ryan? Yeah, Donald Ryan has got a knock. And John Sexton just saying there's going to be a blood sub. And just checking around with him. Yep, he's just got a nick. So it's going to be blood sub. And coming on for Donald as a temporary substitute is Richie Cahill. Richie coming onto the field. This is Pat Ryan. Strikes the ball. Down along the wing it goes. Into the corner the ball goes. Inside, player going to ground. It's gone across there. This is Tygo Murphy. Tygo is held, and that's going to be a free in, says referee John Sexton. And Sars starting well. And this will be Pat Ryan, and Pat Ryan will be aiming to stick the ball over the bar here. He's Sars' chief scorer in the championship and calmly making his way up to set the free up, about 30 metres out from goals, very, very close to the right-hand touchline. But if anyone can put him over, it'll be Pat Ryan. Steadying himself down, bending, lifting, strikes the ball. Is this the first score of the final? The ball goes across the goals, and yes it is! The first score from Pat Ryan, the first score from Sars. Sars lead a scoreline of 1 point to no score, and looks like Aidan Collins has gone down once more. And whatever knock he got early on is proving problematic. Medical, and I think that's going to be, unfortunately for Aidan, it looks like it's going to be the end of his county final. Gets a tap in the back there from Dennis Fitzgerald. It looks like coming on for him is Pat Walsh, number 17. And there's a bit of a rejigging of the forces, as it were. I see James Murphy going over to right half back, and the right cornerback rather. Anyway, we'll follow the game. This is Dennis Fitzgerald. 4 minutes gone. All the way down to the middle of the field. Coming out for that is Craig Lee. The ball is broken down here. And here come Bride Rovers. It's Jerome O'Driscoll passing the ball back. This is Padraig Murphy. Strikes it high, but I don't think that's going to go over the bar. No, it's gone left and the ball has gone wide. First chance, they won the ball well. But good pass out, but the shot just didn't gain the necessary rewards. 4.5 minutes gone. 1 point to no score. This is Alan Kennedy, the goalkeeper for Sars. Down this side. Cian McCarthy is going to be arriving for this. The ball is broken down, and that was Pat Walsh going for that. Passed inside again. Walked back out, Robert O'Driscoll. Cian McCarthy gets the shot in. Dropping in behind. Brian Murphy going back for this. One-handed flick. Getting the ball up. It's going away from him though. It comes to Tygo. The ball is broken away from him too. Stalemate situation developing. Players gone to ground. It breaks out to the wing here. Sars win the ball. The ball is out to Pat Ryan. Pat Ryan with the shot. Is this the second point of the game? It certainly is, and it's from Pat Ryan. Put the ball over the bar. Nice bit of combination play there. It was the right half back there, Daniel Carney, who's followed Barry Johnson out, and he puts the ball over the bar. Does Pat Ryan? 2 points from Pat Ryan, 2 points from Sars. And it looks like Donal Ryan is going to be coming back on with number 34 on his back. And Richie Cahill coming off again. And changed his jersey. And changing around again. Big follow there by the right full back, Ray Ryan. Down this side of the field it goes. Ball goes inside. Going back for this is Ray. Picks the ball up. Gets it on to his hurley. It's a good block down though by Donal Ryan. Out over the sideline. Line ball it's going to be. And Daniel Carney going back to take it. Takes a quick one. This is Pat Ryan. Pat coming inside. And strikes the ball of his right. Down along the wing it goes. In towards the corner again. The hurley is broken down. This works across here. This is Robert O'Driscoll. Robert trying to go across. You can hear the shouts for Rob. But that's only going to go into the hands of Padraig Murphy. Padraig holding on to it the second time. He's being well hassled by Tygog. The ball is back inside again. He's going back for it. Ball not coming up. Stalemate situation developing. Bride Rovers are Sars trying to boot it. It's Cian McCarthy. Cian works the ball in and the referee says he took too many steps. And that's going to be a free out. Good defensive work by Bride Rovers. They'll be pleased with that. Cian was trying to turn around and get the ball back out. It just didn't work out, and I'd imagine Dennis Fitzgerald will come back out to take this. Yep, coming out to the 20-metre line. We have 6.5 minutes gone, but there have been a number of injuries, so we've only probably had about maybe 3 or 4 actual playing time. 2 points for Sars, no score yet for Bride Rovers. Beautiful, beautiful evening here. The sun is shining. The wind has kind of died away again. This is Dennis Fitzgerald. He goes down the line here with this one. Over towards the side it goes. Off the hurley. Comes inside. This is Kieran Collins. Kieran doesn't hold on to the ball. I think he's gone out over the line. He claims he kept the ball in, but the linesman deciding that the ball was gone out. That was Michael Collins, rather. And Michael was claiming he kept the ball in, but linesman didn't agree, I'm afraid, and went out over the line. Line ball for Sars. And Pat Ryan going back to take it. And he certainly has the ability to strike this one a good distance. No quick one or anything like that. Daniel Carney took a quick one the last time. And not taking it. The sun in the eyes of the players as they face the ball. Pat Ryan, a low one down along the wing. Cian McCarthy got his kind of hurley on it. This is Kieran Murphy. Kieran will pass it back to Pat Ryan. The pass kind of goes astray. It goes back into the right cornerback, Ray Ryan. Ray strikes the ball off his left. Down along the wing it goes. Ball into the middle. Brian Murphy judging it very, very well ahead of Ronan Murphy. He's making a bit of a run up the field. He passes the ball in. He's hit after the ball is gone. And that's going to be a free. And it looks like Michael Custon is going to be spoken to by John Sexton. And Brian Murphy is gone down, and obviously it was pretty serious because there's a lot of attention in for Brian straight away. And I'd imagine it'll probably be Barry Johnson, will it be, to take this one? And yellow card for Michael Cusson. And good breakout of defence. In fairness, Ronan Murphy lost the ball in the sun, and it is quite difficult to see it in the sun, but both sides, you can see them putting their hands up, and Brian Murphy's okay. And he's just showing the referee what happened. This will be Barry Johnson, and Bride Rovers just could do with a score just outside the 65-metre line just to settle them down. And referee John Sexton telling Daniel Carney to move away from the ball. This is Barry Johnson. Settling himself down. It's the first real shot at goal. Bending, lifting, strikes it. It's going to be high, it's going to be long, and I think that's going to be good enough for Bride Rovers' first score in the Senior Championship final. It's 2 points to 1. Barry Johnson opening their account after approximately 9 minutes of official time, but we certainly haven't had 9 minutes hurling. Out to the middle, Barry Johnson getting a hurley on it. Brian Murphy coming forward again, trying to get away from Ronan Murphy. Barry Johnson pulling on the ball, a very, very quick ball in towards the corner. Kieran Collins was inside, the ball is broken inside again. This is Donal Ryan, he's trying to get the ball up. Oh, there was a bit of a tackle came in there. He's still there, it works out to Kieran Collins. Could this be the equaliser? He puts it across the goals and he puts it over the bar. Very, very good score. Sean Ryan coming across, I think, and sticking the ball between the uprights. Number 10, Sean Ryan scoring there, giving it to Kieran Collins, but it was actually Sean Ryan. Struck the ball over the bar. 1 point each side from freeze, 1 point each from play. It's level, 2 points each. Looking for Michael Cusson. Michael Cusson going up. The ball is broken down behind him. Kieran Murphy trying to run onto it there, but Bride Rovers coming away with the ball. A good flick by Michael Cusson. Very, very close to the line again. Group situation developing. The ball is belted back. It's over there to the left half back. That's Brian McCarthy. He strikes the ball across this side of the field here. Well caught inside again. It's caught by Cian McCarthy. He strikes it in and he puts the ball over the bar. And it's the opening point for Cian, and it's the 3rd point for Sars. They lead 3 points to 2. Good ball across the square there, or across the field rather. It opened up the play and Cian did the business. Dennis Fitzgerald waiting for a sliotar back around his goal, and certainly a good crowd after filling in here to Páirc Uí Chaoimh. They'll be hoping for more of the action that we've seen in the first 7 or 8 minutes so far. This is Dennis with the puck out. Where's he going to go this time? He goes down the far side of the field. Over, Kieran Murphy's in underneath him. Michael Cusson went back for it. This is Brian McCarthy, number 7, and he's back, striking the ball of his left up along the wing. It's going to be very, very close to the line. Tygo came out for that, but he didn't quite get it though. It's cleared away, and Bright Rovers coming forward here. Works it over here. It gets it into, this is Kieran Collins. Oh, it's a very, very good ball back across the square again. This is Donald Ryan racing through. What can he do? They'll be thinking about a goal here. It comes back a shot. Oh, the chance came in. And it looked like a free for a minute. The shot back across. Good defence from Sars. And the ball going out wide in the finish. And certainly Bright Rovers thought they might have had a free in there, but referee not agreeing with the situation. Very, very good movement from Bright Rovers, but the ball going wide. This side of the field it goes. The ball in over the back heads. It comes for Robert O'Driscoll. Robert being tackled by Trevor Maloney. A good point. This is Daniel Carney. Is this going to be a point? It looks good. It's very good, and the ball has gone in and gone over the bar from Daniel Carney. And the Sars flags wave, delighted with that last score. And the Bright Rovers support is still a little bit questioning about the last attack that they had there. However, it was no free, and the game will proceed. We've got almost 12 minutes gone. Down the middle, the ball goes again. A group situation developing. Kieran Murphy knocking the ball out to the wing here again. Collected up here, and here come Bright Rovers working the ball forward. This is Kieran Collins. He's being surrounded by a number of players. Gone to ground. Nothing happening at the moment. Very, very stalemate situation. And this Sars coming out with the ball. And Michael Cusson doesn't hold on to it. Barry Johnson does hold on to it. Barry Johnson is tripped and fouled. And that's going to be a free. It's going to be a free for Bright Rovers. And Barry Johnson will take it himself. I would imagine it's almost the same position from where he struck the last one. Kieran Collins seems to be out here kind of, well, he's actually left half forward, playing it kind of after pulling out the field a little bit. Michael Carney there marking Kieran Murphy. This is Barry Johnson. Can he put this one over the bar? They trail 4 points to 2. This is Barry. He scored the last one. Can he do the same with this one? Bends, lifts, strikes. It's going to be high, it's going to be long. It's looking very good. It is very good. The standard of free taking from Bright Rovers is very good. And they narrow the margin down to 1 point again. It's 4-3 in favour of Sars. This is Alan Kennedy striking the ball out towards the far side. Is it Michael Cusson territory? He's over there being marked by Pádraig Murphy. The ball is broken down. This is Kieran Murphy breaking forward from Sars. He's being hounded by 3 Bright Rovers defenders. The Bright Rovers defenders get back. It's Brian Murphy coming out with the ball, and he strikes the ball of his left down along the wing here. This is Kieran Collins. Kieran flicking the ball back inside again, and here comes Michael Carney. It's on his left. Could he finish with a score here? It's a low one. Into the middle it goes. This is Jerome O'Driscoll trying to take on the centre half back Craig Leahy. Jerome gets around him. Jerome is crossing the exclusion zone. Will he finish with a score? He doesn't hit it. It's in the net! It's in the back of the net from Bright Rovers. Michael Collins, the man we spoke about before the start of the game, sticks the ball into the roof of the net. A goal for Bright Rovers. 1-3 to 4 points they lead. Alan Kennedy's not wasting any time. It's a long puck down this side of the field. Barry Johnson is under it. Cian McCarthy doesn't quite make it. It's coming out. Pat Walsh doesn't hold on to it. This is Pat Ryan. The ball into the middle. A hand pass out to the wing. It's going to be pulled on by Barry Johnson. It comes off Daniel Carney. It's a low one down along the wing. It's Trevor Maloney. Good skill. Trying to get away from Robert O'Driscoll. He strikes the ball. It's coming towards Kieran Collins and Jerome O'Driscoll. I think they might have lost it in the sun. Jerome has got time. Jerome, a good pass into the middle. And coming forward here, this is Pádraig Murphy. It's high. It's long. They could do with a score, but the ball going left and the ball going wide. Bit of a chance there. Bright Rovers hit the front. A goal by Michael Collins. And we're midway through the first half. Alan Kennedy, not wasting any time or anything like that. Over towards Michael Cusson. Michael Cusson catches the ball, but he was fouled, says the referee. And Barry Murphy over there just claiming that, I'm not quite sure what the free is for. But I think John Sexton's going to have a word with him. And I think it might be for a slightly late tackle. But certainly that goal has certainly lit up the game here. And Barry Murphy getting a yellow card. Over to take this will be Pat Ryan. And he'll be hoping. The score here is with the drums from Bright Rovers reverberate around Páirc Uí Chaoimh here. This is Pat Ryan with the free inside the 65-metre line. He will have the ability to score. Can he do it? Bending, lifting, striking. It's high, it's long, it's looking very good. That's because it is very good, and it's gone in and gone over the bar. Another score for Sars. They just narrow the margin down to 1 point again. Nothing between the sides. 1-3 for Bride Rovers, 5 points for Sars. This is Dennis Fitzgerald. And Dennis strikes the ball, a kind of a lowish trajectory one. Out to the wing here. Up go the hands, down comes the ball. It's Cian McCarthy. He's doing well, catching the ball. Striking a long one in. This is in. Michael Cusson has got into the full forward line. Michael Cusson has got the ball. He's going to strike. He strikes it off his left. And he strikes it, left and wide. He strikes it left and wide. And Pat Barry had just gone to his right, looking for the pass, but 2 good catches, one by Cian McCarthy, the other by Michael Cusson, but no score at the end of it from a Bride Rovers point of view, and they'll be, or from a Sars point of view rather, and they'll be a bit disappointed with that. Pucked out to the far side of the field by Dennis Fitzgerald. Up they go, Donal Ryan. The ball is flicked forward again. Sars coming forward and striking the ball down along the wing here. This will come into the hand there of James Murphy. James bursting out. Big chase by Cian McCarthy. He's got the ball in his hand. He's hooped by Cian McCarthy. Very, very close to the line. Trying to shovel the ball down along the wing. It comes off the defender, Ray Ryan. Out over the line. That's going to be a line ball. And Barry Johnson, the line ball expert for Bride Rovers, coming over to take it. Not much time to catch your breath or anything like that. As we said, about 16 and a half minutes gone here in the first half. 1-3 for Bride Rovers, 5 points for Sars. This is Barry Johnson putting the ball down here outside his, outside the Sars 65-metre line, just underneath us here in the covered stand. Here goes Barry. Hits a low one. Maybe not as good as he'd have liked. Kieran Murphy gets it. Doesn't bother catching the ball, just lifts his strike. Quick ball into the corner. Watch it. This is Robert O'Driscoll. He gets the, or Pat Barry rather. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Oh no. It looked for a minute as if the ball was going to curl in over the bar, but the shot had a bit of a tail in it, and it went out left and wide. Wide ball for Sars. And they moved around as well. Michael Cusson is now in full forward. Pat Barry's in right full forward. And Robert O'Driscoll is after moving out the field. We'll follow the play. This is Dennis Fitzgerald going to strike the ball out to the far side of the field. Dropping down. Well blocked forward there, and forward breaking onto the ball. Going back for the ball though, and well collected up and worked forward over here. This is working. Michael Carney doesn't hold on to the ball though. He's trying to get the ball up. He's being tackled over there by Ty Gold. The ball is the clash of the ash there in the middle of the field. Stalemate situation developing again. Goes back along the ground. This is Barry Johnson. Barry will hit a big clearance, and there goes the big clearance. It's all the way inside again. Ball broken down inside again. It's going to be collected by Sean Ryan. Sean, can he get a score? He turns on his left. He strikes it in, and he strikes the ball beautifully over the bar. Very, very good score. Sean Ryan doing really, really well. Getting there ahead, just out ahead of Conor O'Sullivan, and the ball goes in and goes over the bar, and it stretches out the Bride Rovers lead to 2 points. Alan Kennedy pucking the ball out to the far side of the field. Michael Cusson was there, but he's gone in towards the full forward line. It's belted down into the corner here. It's Robert O'Driscoll going up along the wing, trying to get the ball across the field. He does, but that's going to be cut out by Barry Johnson, who's kind of playing a bit of a sweeper role, trying to get away with the ball now and trying to get a clearance in, and that's what he does. He strikes it very, very close to the far side, out over the sideline, and the ball out of the line, and that's going to be a line ball for the Sars. Pat Ryan going over to take it. Nothing between the sides. Just checking around, and any other changes? It's Pat Ryan to take it. Nothing between the sides, only 2 points. Pat Ryan to take it. Right in the centre of the field. It's a low one. It's going to be intercepted though. Collected up by Padraig Murphy. And Padraig won't waste any time. He'll belt the ball forward over here towards Michael Carney. Michael flicking the ball down. Jerome O'Driscoll, as hungry as a lion, coming onto the ball. Into Sean Ryan. This is back out to Jerome. It's a lovely turning inside by Jerome. He steadies, and he puts the ball between the uprights. A great score for Bride Rovers. Great interplay between Sean Ryan and Jerome O'Driscoll. And Jerome stretches out the margin to 3 points. The largest it has been at any stage in the game so far. Very, very good score, and Bride Rovers will be very pleased with the way they're going. Down the middle, here it goes. Barry Johnson getting a hurley to it. The ball broken down. It's passed back inside again. And here comes Padraig Murphy getting away from Daniel Carney. He's got the ball. It's a low one. Oh, it's a lovely ball in along the road. Donal Ryan is going to get this. He decides to pull it. It goes inside. His brother, it goes back to Donal Ryan. He's trying to get the ball in. And the Stars defence managed to get it away. Oh, there was a lot of Stars mouths in their hearts in their mouths there for a minute. But good pressure there on Conor O'Sullivan. And that's going to be a free in for Bride Rovers. Bride Rovers really, really working very, very hard in the forward division. They lead by 3. And the way they're hitting the ball, I'd imagine that this will probably be for Jerome O'Driscoll playing at centre forward. He scored the last point from play. He's hoping probably to get another one here from a free. It's 1-5 to 5 points. And we can just take a check on the time. There are 20 minutes gone here in the first half of normal time. This is Jerome steadying himself. He scored many of these, but he'll be concentrating with all his might and main on sticking this one over the bar. He bends, he lifts, he strikes, and there's no doubt about it. It's straight over the bar, over the red spot in the crossbar, and here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. They lead by 4. Sars, 5 points. Bright Rovers, 1 goal and 6. And Sars will be just a little bit concerned that the 2 chances they had, they kind of good chances they put wide. Anyway, we'll follow the game. Long way to go yet. And there was a free there, and looks like Barry Murphy is being penalised. And Tadhg Murphy rather, sorry. Tadhg holding up his hurley there. It'll be Pat Ryan out on the left. He scored one from exactly the same position here a number of minutes ago. Just to steady up the ship from a Sars point of view. This is Pat, left hand side of the upright. Bending, lifting, striking. It goes in, but it looks like this one might be gone left and wide, and it is gone left and wide. And he won't be happy with that, in that he scored a very, very similar one a couple of minutes ago. But a bit of a let-off there for Bright Rovers. They still lead by 4. This is Dennis Fitzgerald, kind of a lowish puck out. Down along the wing it goes. As far as it can, right at the road. This is Michael Collins coming out. He works the ball back. This is Barry Murphy. They're moving the ball around pretty well. Over to the side here, but brilliantly cut out there by the centre half back. The centre half back, Craig Lee, strikes it. This is Daniel Carney. He's already scored 1 point. It's a long, high one in, but it goes left and it goes wide. Look for a minute as Michael Cusson might get on the end of it, but didn't quite. And the ball going left and the ball going wide. Tadhg Murphy and Tadhg Murphy as well, down below us here. Mentors for Sars. And Teddy McCarthy as well. They'll be just a little bit concerned with the way the game is going at the moment. Ball broken out to the middle of the field. Patrick Murphy trying to get down on the ball. He's fouled, says referee John Sexton. And Tadhg on his knees there. And over there, Barry Hazelwood looking a modicum of calm and control. But I'm certainly he'll be very pleased at the moment the way the game is going. And just checking around there, there's an injury to Michael Collins over the far side of the field, I think. And he's already got a goal. I think he's going to be okay though. Yep, he is. Patrick Murphy just taking a swig as well. It's going to be, I'd imagine, Barry Johnson. He scored 2 of them. And a very, very warm day here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Certainly the players will be feeling the effects of the heat rather than suffering, as it were. But this will be Barry Johnson. Puts the ball just outside the halfway line. Hands up to shield himself from the sun. They lead by 4. Can he make this 5? This is Barry being faced by Kieran Murphy in front of him. Well, it's high, it's long, it's gone in, it's not going to go over the bar. Comes off the hurley of a defender. It's not gone wide at all yet. Very, very close to the line. Now, what can they do with this? They work the ball out across the middle of the field and flick back outside again. It comes back, and this is Michael Carney. Michael Carney met with a tackle, and the ball is taken away from him, and it's cleared away by Sars. Right down the middle. Brian Murphy's underneath this, and Brian Murphy, solid as a rock, shovels the ball out. This is Barry Johnson. Barry doesn't get it up the first time. He does the second. It'll be a long ball now. He strikes it as far as he can away from his own goals. There's a group of players arriving for it. The ball is broken out. Donal Ryan has got it. Sean Ryan has it, and he sticks the ball between the uprights, and Bright Rovers go into a 5-point lead. Great score. They're playing really, really well. It's a fast puck out here. This is Tadhg Murphy. Tadhg gets the ball into his hand. He's got the ball. What's he going to do with it? He strikes the ball over towards the far side of the field. Bright Rovers will need to be careful of the quick puck out. Worked inside again. The shot coming in. It's looking as if it's going to go right and wide. It has gone right and wide. Robert O'Driscoll didn't quite get it. And there's another injury in around the middle of the field. Michael Carney. I think he took a bit of a heavy knock there a couple of minutes ago when he was going in. But he did survive the tackle, as it were. But I think he's a bit shaken by it. And certainly, looking at the scoreboard, Bright Rovers lead on the scoreline of Bright Rovers 1-7 rather. Sars 5 points. We're coming up to 24.5 minutes gone in the first half. Certainly, this game is certainly living up to its billing as being a real cracker. Sars are out of this by a long, long chalk yet. If you remember back against Glen Rovers, they played the same kind of way, but really came good in the finish. And you wouldn't be writing them off by anything like that. Out to the far side of the field. What a catch by Donal Ryan. Back into Jerome O'Driscoll. Jerome going through the eye of a needle. He's still going. He's crossing the 45-metre line. He's still going. Can he finish with a score? He's got no more catches left. He's got Barry Johnson outside him, but he left the ball behind him. And it comes to Craig Leahy. And Craig getting the ball back. Tadhg Murphy striking the ball out to the far side again. It's broken down. This is Robert O'Driscoll. He's gone over there. The ball has gone to ground. Players trying to get the ball. One of them is Brian Murphy. The other one is Trevor Maloney. It's back into the group again. Nobody seems to be quite sure where the ball is. It shovels out, and Patrick Murphy, the man who hoovers the ball up, he's gone to ground. He hand passes the ball out along the ground. Pat Walsh arriving for this. He's met with a tackle, and I think maybe the tackle came in and he didn't have the ball. And SARS, I think, is Pat Ryan maybe got the tackle in. Yep. And Pat claiming that he actually met him shoulder to shoulder. Pat Walsh has gone down though. And just checking around there, Pat Walsh has gone down. And certainly Bright Rovers couldn't be dealing with any more sort of injuries at the moment. I think Pat will probably be okay though. This will be Barry Johnson. He'll be trying to drop this in around the house, hoping for Donal Ryan, maybe a catch, or Michael Carney as well is in there. This is Barry Johnson. Maybe he'd be even hoping to put it over the bar. It'll be high enough and long enough. Will it have the direction? It's gone in, but it's gone right and wide. Gone right and wide, just maybe forced it a little bit too much. And the ball went right and wide. Bit of a let off for SARS. It's still 1-7 to 5 points. This is Alan Kennedy, pucking the ball out, trying to go out to the far side of the field it goes. Ball broken off Patrick Murphy's hurley. Patrick will get it because Pat Ryan slipped. He's gone on a bit of a run. He's got his chance here to strike it in. He puts it in, and it's another wide ball for Bright Rovers. They've had a number of chances there, and the ball going right and wide. There was a couple of options there for Patrick, but he felt confident enough to have the shot, but it went left and wide. Alan Kennedy with the puck out. Out this side of the field it comes. Pat Walsh is under this with Cian McCarthy. The ball broken down inside, pulled on by James Murphy. It's going to be Barry Johnson. Barry, the ball is blocked off. A great tackle coming in there from Ray Ryan. This is Ty Gold Murphy. Ty Gold passing the ball out. Jerome O'Driscoll is in. They're all trying to get their hands in the ball. Referee John Sexton says that'll do, lads. I got to throw this one in. And fiercely competitive. It'll be Pat Ryan and Patrick Murphy lining it up in the middle of the field. John Sexton telling players go back, but sure, he might as well be trying to stop the tide. He's gone down again as Padraig, and that's going to be another free, or another throw-in ball rather, sorry. Again, he tells the players to go away, and it'll be Pat Ryan, Padraig Murphy. The ball, the clash of the ash, stalemate. Padraig wins the kind of the reclash. It's going to be Sean Ryan. Sean, that's a very, very good tackle. Pat Walsh, oh, very unfortunate. He slipped just when he was about to pick it up. Comes back to Cian McCarthy. He's met kind of with a half a tackle. Oh, the player gone down there. Yep, I think that's a free. And Padraig Murphy kind of, tackled Daniel Carney, and Daniel went down, and it's going to be a free. And referee John Sexton just saying how much injury time will be. I'd imagine there could be three minutes at least of injury time. We're in the 28th minute of the first half. It's one score and 7 to 5 points in favour of Bright Rovers. This is Pat Ryan. Settling it down. SARS could do with sticking this over the bar. Certainly. It's a while since they scored their last one. Pat strikes, and that looks very good. Yes, it is. Straight and through and over the bar. Pat Ryan just steadies the ship from the SARS point of view. It's not sinking or anything like that, but they just need a score to pull the game back into 4 points. 1-7, 6 points. Bright Rovers lead. Dennis Fitzgerald will take the puck out. A couple of players after slipping there, as you see, Pat Walsh and Pat Ryan slipped there just prior to that when he was going for the ball with Patrick Murphy. So greasy conditions really. Ball broken down the middle. It's going to be collected up, and here come Bright Rovers trying to work the ball forward. It's a quick ball. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. Back out to the wing again. This is knocked back in. The shot goes in. Oh dear, oh dear. Padraig Murphy had the shot again, and they'll be very, very disappointed with that. Good ball down to the mid. Pat Walsh going back for this on the Cian McCarthy. Worked out very, very close to the line. Out over the line it goes, and a line ball it's going to be, and it's a Bright Rovers line ball. And came off Pat Barry there, out over the line. Bright Rovers will be a little bit concerned. They've struck a couple of wides when maybe they should have got one, but in fairness, SARS did the same too earlier on, so I suppose these things tend to balance themselves out. Barry Johnson with the line ball. They lead by 4. Good ball, down along the wing it goes. It's well caught by Craig Leahy. Struck back up the field again. In it goes. Kieran Murphy is arriving for this. Met with Patrick. It's Kieran Murphy. It's a very, very good turn, and it's a very, very good score. Oh no, it's not actually. It faded away in the finish. It looked like it was going to go over the bar. My apologies to the Bright Rovers supporters, but it went right and wide in the finish and kind of drifted off the side netting. And when it looked as if Kieran had the shot and put it over the bar. Dennis Fitzgerald. SARS coming more into the game again in the last few minutes, but you'd expect that. Good puck out from Dennis. Down the middle it goes. Up go the hands, down comes the ball. Jerome O'Driscoll is running for this. It's a flick on. He gets there ahead of, it's Ray Ryan. Jerome He's got a player across a brilliant tackle. He's still there. Can he finish with a score? Can Bride Rovers get a score? It comes in. It's gone in. That's an absolutely outstanding score. Jerome O'Driscoll sticking the ball between the uprights, puts the ball and puts 5 points between the sides again. Alan Kennedy, what a score that was, in fairness. The score of the match so far. Down along the wing it goes. Pat Walsh arriving with Cian McCarthy. There's going to be a clash here. Two of them making. It's Patrick Murphy working like a Trojan. He hand passes the ball out to the wing. This comes out here. Oh, the chance was there. It's well won by Sars. They've won the ball back in. It doesn't come up though for Tygo. He gets the ball on a return. It's gone to ground again. It's really difficult, and it's a pull, I think, maybe late there on one of the Bride Rovers defenders, and it's going to be a free out. Gary Murphy over there, Padraig, his brother Brian as well, and they'll be very pleased with the way things are going so far. We're into injury time here. We're into the second minute of it. They said there'd be at least two. This is going to be Barry Johnson. Now Barry will probably be trying to whack this again. He hit one the last time and it went right and wide. What's he going to do? He does. He just belts it as far as he can. It's going to be high, it's going to be long, but it's not going to be near the goals. Or go over the bar at the end. It bounces out, and away comes Sars. The ball is cleared down this side of the field. It comes. Kieran Murphy's racing for this. Brian Murphy. Kieran Murphy just got his hand to it. It comes out here to Cian McCarthy. Cian met with his shoulder tackle. He's still going, turning around. He didn't overfoul the ball or anything like that. It's Kieran Murphy. The ball is being held up by tackling, and it's worked back here. This is Pat Walsh. He needs to move the ball. He does move it. It goes across into the middle of the field. Pat Ryan does well, gets in ahead of Michael Carney, shakes his fist and wants a bit more from the rest of the Sars attack. He'll put the ball down outside the 65-metre line, and this looks like it could be the final action of the first half. We're into the second minute, and Teddy McCarthy running across there in his orange bib, offering a bit of advice there. It's Pat Ryan striking it. It's looking left and wide from this direction now, and it is left and wide, and it's a wide ball from Sars as referee John Sexton of Ballyhay blows the whistle here and calls half-time on the Cork County Senior Hurling Championship final. It's really in the melting pot. Sars trailing at half-time by 5 points, but before anyone gets carried away, this game isn't over by a long shot from their point of view. From a Bride Rovers point of view, they'll be delighted with the way they're going, and their supporters giving them a tremendous ovation as they head for the dressing rooms. With the score here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh at half-time, it's Bride Rovers 1 goal and 8, the Sarsfield 6 points. And we're almost ready to go here. Bride Rovers lead by 5 points. Either of these sides 30 minutes away from a Cork County Senior Hurling Championship victory. The ball is in and the game is on. Broken back. It's going Michael Carney going for it. Sticks in the hurley. Works it out okay. He gets the ball in his hand. A good hand pass over the head. It works out here. This is Donald Ryan trying to pass the ball back. Well cut by Michael Carney. Back here, Barry Johnson going back with the shot. Getting the ball away ahead there of Fraggy Murphy. It strikes it in. Ball broken down inside again. Oh, and there was a tackle gone in there. And it's by free in. Sean Ryan fouled. And Joe Barry, no arguments or anything like that. It's going to be a free in. And it's going to be taken by Jerome O'Driscoll. This could be the start that Bride Rovers wanted for the second half. To the right-hand side of the goals. Tuck it in here to the Blackrock end in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. 45 seconds gone in the first half. This is Jerome. Can he do it? Concentrating for all his work. Bending, lifting, there's no doubt about it. Dead straight and through and over the bar. No messing or missing or anything like that. You see Donald Ryan is out here now, right half forward. This is Alan Kennedy. He pucked the ball out reasonably quickly there in the first half. It's a long high one out the far side of the field. Up go the hurleys, down comes the ball. Pat Walsh getting his hurley to it. It works back here, and this is Trevor Maloney working forward. Mike John working the ball. It's flicked inside again. Oh, it's well cut out there by Brian McCarthy. Maybe didn't get the purchase on the shot he would have liked. It might work out okay though. Going over for it is Michael Carney. They're working very hard, Bride Rovers. Daniel Carney's in there, but they're not anything to each other. One is from Sars, one is from Bright Rovers, the ball broken back. This is the aforementioned Mike Carney trying to go forward, hand passing the ball back, getting it to Padraig Murphy. Padraig strikes the ball across the goals. Joe Barry coming out in front for this, getting the ball into his hand. Oh, a bit of a tackle there, I think, from Michael Collins. It wasn't, it was Conor O'Sullivan actually, and Conor is fouled, and that's going to be a free on Alan Kennedy, journeying out from his own position. Here he comes, strikes the ball, it's a high long one, right down the middle it goes. Michael Cussin territory, Brian Murphy's underneath it, the ball is broken down, it comes off Michael Cussin's hurley. The referee says there was a pick off the ground there. Very, very quick and well spotted by John Sexton and Ballyhay. He said there was a free, and to be fair, none of the SARS lads questioning the decision or anything like that, and Dennis Fitzgerald coming out will take the free. Ball out on the his exclusion zone, handle on the ground, and see there's a substitute coming on, John Murphy, who was listed to start at the start, but he didn't, and coming in, and just checking around now who's going to be called ashore. He's got a similar helmet to Kieran Murphy, and it looks like the centre half out, Ronan Murphy, coming off, and John going in left corner forward, and coming out is Joe Barry. Dennis Fitzgerald strikes the ball down long, not a great one. It's intercepted by Pat Ryan. Pat, a good ball down along the wing it comes. Ball struck over towards the field. It's well possessioned over there. Getting inside Trevor Maloney. It's the right corner forward, Robert O'Driscoll. It's a low one in. Two Bright Rovers players go for the ball. It's collected up, and Brendan Walsh coming out here. Gets a bit of a shove in the back. He's still going. He's still going. He gets a good pass. They'd want to get rid of the ball now. A good turn away. And here come Bright Rovers work. Padraig Murphy. A lovely ball out the wing. This is Jerome O'Driscoll. A lovely move. It looked almost like this Terry Raff. This is Jerome. He would have the accuracy to shoot. Trying to get away from Craig Leahy. Jerome O'Driscoll. No, I don't think so. The ball goes right and the ball goes wide. Good movement for the Bright Rovers defence. And Alan Kennedy pucking the ball out to this side of the field. It's coming. Barry Murphy's in underneath this. Ball is gone to ground. His brother Padraig. Oh, the hand pass didn't work out. Kieran Murphy gets it. That looks good. It's gone in. No, it just drifted wide at the last minute. Well intercepted there, the hand pass, but it didn't come off for him, and the ball went wide. Yeah, Joe Barry is out here now, marking Barry Murphy. And just checking around, I see John Murphy gone into the corner. This is Dennis Fitzgerald. Pucks the ball out here. Donal Ryan territory with Brian McCarthy. Ball broken down. Brian gets his hand to it. It goes inside Russ Craig Leahy. Sean Ryan making a nuisance of himself, trying to get the pass in. Donal Ryan put his hurley in, and that's going to be a free out for SARS. 4 minutes gone in the second half. Bright Rovers lead 1-9 to 6 points. It's going to be taken by Craig Leahy, the centre half back. Here comes Craig. He'll strike this ball off his left. Bending, lifting, and strikes the ball. Right down the middle it goes again. Brian Murphy of Bright Rovers in underneath. Michael Cussin there as well. Pat Walsh. The ball is broken out. It looks like Barry Murphy trying to get out. His hurley was held almost briefly. Barry Johnson, and Barry adds further to clearance. Coming out for this though, and the players finding it very hard to see it. Oh, tackle there on the full back, Joe Barry, and it's going to be a free. And Teddy McCarthy telling them to get the ball out the field quickly. Pat Ryan coming all the way back to take it. SARS just a little bit on top at the moment. They'll be hoping maybe they can get their score. This is Pat Ryan, and that's a high, long one. Right down the middle it goes. It's going to be landing on the edge of the small square. Up go the hands, down comes the ball. Broken away. Bright Rovers get it, and it's going to be a free out. It's going to be a free out. Good defence back there by Brendan Walsh. Doing really, really well from a full-back position. And Dennis Fitzgerald will take it. A lot of frees in the game at the moment, but certainly, and Sun there was a brilliant catch in a few minutes ago there by the fullback from SARS, Joe Barry, because the sun is really difficult, and Sean Ryan couldn't really see the ball coming at all, and it's very hard to blame him because the sun is kind of dropping lower in the sky. This is Dennis. Dennis strikes the ball big, high and long out this side of the field. Michael Collins is underneath it. The ball is broken down inside. Running onto it is Donal Ryan. Donal kind of a one-handed flick back out. Coming across there is Conor O'Sullivan. A good hand pass into the open space. Ray Ryan deciding to turn around to strike the ball of his left. He does get it out here. This is Tyke Murphy. Tyke about to be tackled by Padraig, but he gets in his puck nonetheless. Padraig Murphy's in underneath this with the substitute John Murphy. It's out towards Michael Cussin. Brendan Walsh is tracing him from a Bright Rovers point of view. This is John Murphy, the substitute, coming back in again. A one-handed flick. It walks out inside. This is Daniel Carney. Daniel back out to Michael Cussin. Can Michael finish with a score? He strikes it. It's gone in, and it looks very good from this angle. And that's because it is very good. The ball has gone in and over the bar. One of the great scores of the game. Jerome O'Driscoll did one from the other side in the first half, and Michael Cusson does the business from a Sars point of view in the second half. Out to the far side, it's going to go very, very close to the line. It is gone out over the sideline. Line ball, it's going to be to Sars, and they'll be hoping to push on. They're not out of the game by any manner of means or anything like that. It's 1-9 Bride Rovers. It's 7 points, the Sars. Far side of the field. Lining up to take it. Pat Ryan. He's got the ability to strike this one and land it in around the goals. Just inside his own half. He strikes it. Maybe not, I was going to say maybe not a great one, but it works out well here. This works out here to the full forward. The full forward is Joe Barry, turning around, strikes the ball of his left, going in, but that doesn't, unless somebody gets a hurley to it. No, the ball went right and the ball went wide. And another wide from Sarah's point of view. And Dennis Fitzgerald will take the puck out. Just checking around for any more movements or anything like that. This is Dennis to puck it out. He'll go to the far side of the field, I think. Yes, he does. Strikes the ball out towards the far side. Nobody there except the sideline and Sars players, and the ball meets the sideline first. Pat Ryan was running for Jerome O'Driscoll. Reckons he got a touch off Pat Ryan. But the linesman on the far side not agreeing with him, and Pat Ryan himself will take the line ball. Putting the ball down between his own 65. The last one he struck was actually an excellent sideline. It didn't look great when he struck it, but it was a good ball. It just happened when wide from Joe Barry. This is Pat, and that's a really good one. Down along the wing it goes. Trevor Maloney, it's very, very close to the line. The ball's gone out over the line. Linesman's flag is up, and not sure what way it's going. He just did it. He's arriving into the picture. Yeah, it's a Bride Rovers line ball, and Barry Johnson is over there, and he's going to be the man to take it. And Trevor Maloney over there, defending against Robert O'Driscoll. This is Barry Johnson. Can he hit a good one from a Bride Rovers point of view? It's not a great one, but it might work out okay yet. Worked inside again, and Bride Rovers win the ball, trying to work it forward. There's a foul over there, and Sars pleading there that there wasn't a foul at all. It was Pat Walsh who was fouled. He did very well to win the ball from not such a great sideline by Barry Johnson, but it works out all right from a Bride Rovers point of view. Cian McCarthy has got rid of the helmet. And it's going to be Barry Johnson putting the ball down, back behind his own 65-metre line. What's he going to do this? He's got whatever advantage is there, sun and wind behind him. He goes long, right down the middle it goes, towards the ball broken down. It's battered well away. Michael Carney trying to get a hurley in. He does get a hurley in, but good skill by Pat Ryan to get the ball up. He works the ball back, and it's cleared away by Ray Ryan. Ray, right down the middle, two Sars players going for the ball. This is Tygo Murphy. He strikes it long, he strikes it high. It's going in towards the goals. It could go anywhere. It's got into the net! Michael Cusson, I think, got the touch. And the ball goes into the net. It looked as if the ball was going to go wide, but I think Michael Cusson got the touch, and he strokes the ball into the net. And Sars, from out of absolutely nothing, are suddenly back in the game. We said that the game wasn't over by a long shot, and we have almost 10 minutes gone in the second half, and Sars, well, you'd have to say maybe get a bit of a break. This is Tygo Murphy, and here's the Sars crowd now. Tygo looking inside. This is Michael Cusson again. Brendan Walsh trying to get out to him. Michael Cusson strikes the ball in, but good defending by Brendan Walsh. Patrick Murphy going back for it though. He doesn't get it up the first time. He's being hassled over there by Robert O'Driscoll. This is Pat Walsh. The chance is going to come out. It works out here. John Murphy couldn't get it up the first time. It works out. This is Kieran Murphy, and there's another point. And suddenly, out of nothing, the tide has turned in the favour of Sars. They now only trail by 1-9 for Bride Rovers, 1-8 for Sars. And Sars have the ability to do this. They just turned the game around. They did the same in their semi-final. Teddy McCarthy running on there with water. I think Brian Murphy's suffered a bit of a knock, and it looks like his leg is in trouble. And lots of attention and people running in with water, but suddenly that Barry Hazelwood gone in to have a word with Brian, and certainly they don't want to be losing Brian Murphy. They really don't. Michael Cusson just got his hurley to it, I think, and flicked the ball into the net when there didn't look to be a whole pile of danger, and suddenly the ball ends up in the net. And we would have to say that Bride Rovers are rocked at the moment. They still lead by a point. Game isn't over or anything like that, but I mean, there's a long way to go yet. What do we know? We've got 11 minutes gone. The next 10 minutes are going to be really, 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 really important. It's Dennis Fitzgerald. Bride Rovers just need to get their game back in gear again. Donald Ryan will go for this. Up go the hands, down comes the ball. The clash of the ash. It's Daniel Carney. He's hooped and the ball has gone out over the line. Good passing there from the Bright Rovers attack. And it's out over the line, and it'll be Barry Johnson, and Barry coming over nice and calm. They could do with a score. They just need to settle the game down a little bit. The wind rising a little bit here too in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and looking down at the flags. In the first half it looked to be blowing in favour of Sars, but in the second half it looks a little bit in favour of Sars too, because the flags are blowing. However, the word swirls here. This is Barry Johnson trying to cut the ball in towards the goals. He cuts it, not a great one. Pat Ryan is going to intercept it. Doesn't get it up the first time, does the second time. Running out into the group. He hand passes the ball out to the wing. It works out. This is Craig Leahy. Craig striking the ball off his left. His preferred side. Two Bright Rovers players go for it. One of them is Patrick Murphy. Solid as a rock. Hand passing the ball back into the middle. This is Pat Walsh. And James Murphy rather, striking the ball down. Sean Ryan going up for it. The ball is broken away from him. They're trying to get to the ball. Jerome O'Driscoll flicks the ball on. Jerome's still there. He's gone down, and it's going to be a free in. And Jerome O'Driscoll is back to the ground, and it's going to be a free in. And good play from the Bright Rovers attack. Good catch under pressure there by James Murphy, and he passed the ball, and Pat Walsh got the ball forward, and good hassling over there, and eventually it ends up being a free in, and it's a back book for the full-back there, Joe Barry. Nothing sort of malicious or anything like that, to be fair to Joe, in the tackle, but it's going to be a free in, and Jerome O'Driscoll the man to take it. Settling down, the linesman showing him where to put the ball. They lead by a point. They just need to maybe stick this one over the bar and try and increase their lead. Daniel Carney coming back to look at him. Jerome, as always, taking his time, concentrating. Difficult free to the right-hand side of the upright. Settling himself down. Can he put it over the bar? Both sides waiting for it. It's gone in, but it's not going to go over the bar, I'm afraid. The ball going right and the ball going wide. In fairness, difficult free. The Sar supporters delighted with that. And why wouldn't they be? They still trail by a point. It's a shortish puck out. Quickly taken to Ray Ryan. He just used the advantage, and he strikes the ball long and high. Brian Murphy will go for this. He bats the ball out really well. This is coming to Padraig. Padraig is fouled and pulled to the ground, and that's going to be a free. And Barry Johnson will take this, and they need to be maybe getting a score or two again just to settle the ship, although to be fair to them, they have settled the ship briefly for the last few minutes and have come more back into the game. This is Barry Johnson. What they wouldn't give for one of his specials now. Closer to his own 45-metre line than his own 65. Here's Barry, high and long. It's dropping. In the edge of the square. The hurleys go up. The ball comes down. Where's the ball go? It's kicked. It's saved on the goal line, and away it comes. And Ray Ryan coming away with the ball. It looked there for a minute. Oh, good tackling. Jerome O'Driscoll gets the ball into his hand. There was a high hurley went in, and Bright Rovers have steadied the ship once more. And you would be putting your money on Jerome to put this one over the bar. There's a sub coming on for Sars. Sub coming on is number 22, Daniel Roach. Another one of their young players. And coming off is Daniel Carney. And I see Pat Barry rather, gone out to the middle of the field. This is Jerome O'Driscoll. Vastly experienced. The last free was a little bit more difficult than this one. However, is there ever such thing as an easy free in a county final? This is Jerome. He'll be hoping to stick it between the uprights. Bends and lifts. Strikes, it goes in, and it's gone over the bar, and it's Bright Rovers' first score for almost 14 minutes of play. As we're coming up to halfway through the second half here in the Cork County Senior Final. It's Sars 1-8, it's Bright Rovers 1-10. The game is really in the melting pot here. Up go the hands, down comes the ball. It's that man Donald Ryan going across the field, trying to hit it. A one-handed shot down. Sean Ryan, his brother there, but it's Craig Leahy coming forward again. Craig strikes the ball off his right. It's another one of those high dangerous balls in towards the goal. Michael Cusson puts up his hand. He's got the ball in his hand. It's danger. It's gone in, but it's gone right and wide. It looked awfully dangerous there for a minute. Michael Cusson caught the ball, and he's after catching the last one, and he scored the goal before that. Certainly, anytime the ball goes in, he's causing a lot of problems inside. This is Dennis Fitzgerald to puck the ball out. We're halfway through the second half. It's Dennis pucking the ball out this side of the field. Sean Ryan, Donald Ryan territory. Ball broken down and collected up, and this is the man who's after coming out the middle of the field. Down along the wing, Barry Johnson turns and strikes the ball, maybe not as far as he'd like. Sean Ryan going up for it. Craig Lee, he doesn't hold on to it either. The ball is broken out to that man Jerome O'Driscoll. Jerome gets the ball back in a kind of a nice flick. Hand passes the ball. It's broken away from him. A lot of pulling. It comes off the Bright Rovers foot of Michael Carney. The ball is out over the line. It's going to be a line ball for Sars, and I'd say this will be Pat Ryan territory. Yep, Pat Ryan coming over to take it, and player down from Bright Rovers, I think. It's Donal Ryan, I think, has gone down. Checking around, Jerome O'Driscoll, yeah. Bang on the leg there, I think, for Donal Ryan. And just checking around. Michael Collins is kind of playing a lone one-man full forward role. Kieran Collins is over there as well, still playing left corner forward. And checking around, and Donal Ryan getting a lot of attention. Gary Hazelwood having a word with Sean. And as we said, Teddy McCarthy giving some clear instructions there to Pat Barry. I think he might be telling him to go back in again and telling someone else to come out. And Pat is picking up Barry Johnson now. And that's Tygo coming out as well, and he'll be looking at Padraig Murphy. Donal Ryan is okay, and it'll be Pat Ryan. He had a brilliant sideline the last time. Can he hit another one here? This game not over by a long shot, and we kept saying that, and boy were we right. What a ball by Pat Ryan. Cuts it brilliantly into space, over to the far side of the field. It's Pat Walsh, the ball is flicked away. Trevor Maloney gets the ball out. Trevor doing really well. Almost got on his way. A low one down along. This is Sean Ryan. Sean, doesn't hold on to the ball though. Gone to ground, and brilliantly picked up there by Joe Barry. He's trying to make his way forward. No foul, says the referee. This is Sean Ryan. The ball is broken away from his hurley. Stalemate situation developing. Sean Ryan is still there. At the tackle to the ground again. Players, that's a hand pass out along the wing. Working forward is Pat Ryan, getting away from Barry Johnson. He strikes the ball off his left. It goes in, and it goes over the bar from Pat Ryan. Very economical use of the hurley. Struck the ball over the bar. Very good score. Reduces the margin down to a point. And it's Bride Rovers 110, SARS 19. We'll take a check on the time. 18 minutes gone in the second half. Sean Ryan, Craig Leahy. Sean doesn't hold on to the ball. It's broken down. Players going for it. Anything could happen here. Broken out to the wing, but certainly, and it's Daniel Roach the sub, striking the ball down along the wing. It goes again. Coming out for this is Robert O'Driscoll. He doesn't hold it on. He does the second time. Trevor Maloney trying to chase him. Then want to be careful here. Passing the ball into the middle. It comes. It's that man, Pat Barry. Pat striking the ball in. They're looking towards Michael Cusson again. He gets the ball into his hand. Is this the equaliser? Passes the ball back out. Struck in by Robert O'Driscoll. And the throw on the far side will tell you that the scores are level here. Ball struck in and struck over the bar. The scores are level here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. 110 to 110. As Richie Cahill, I think, getting ready and making his way onto the field. Number 18 on his back. Will he be coming on? I see him going across to the far side of the field. Is it Kieran Collins? And is that Brendan Walsh maybe down on the ground? No, it's just checking around. Brian Murphy. No, it's Trevor Maloney rather. Trevor Maloney gone to ground, picked up an injury, and the scores are level here in Páirc Uí Chaoimh. It looks like Trevor is in trouble again. A bit like Aidan Collins in the first half. We've about 10 minutes of normal time left in the game, and it's not looking good for Eamon, or Trevor Maloney rather. And the scores are level here. Bride Rovers 110, SARS 110. Who would you put your money on the moment? The moment, it looks like the momentum is with SARS. They seem to have all the aces at the moment. Their half back line is really come into the game and starting to dominate, doing well around the middle of the field as well. And Michael Cusson is offering a real threat in the full forward line from a SARS point of view. Bride Rovers just need, as we keep saying, to steady the ship. Can they get the scores? The scores really have kind of dried up for them, or a good bit for the second half, and they'll be hoping to improve on that over the final 10 minutes. Trevor Maloney does not look good. Does not look good. And unfortunately for Trevor, he's having to leave the field, but coming on here is number 21, Colm O'Keefe. Colm O'Keefe coming on, and what are they going to do here? Michael Collins, I would imagine, is moving out the field a bit. Colm is going in full forward. Michael Carney is going back left corner back. And they're just reorganising themselves, as it were. Michael Collins coming further out the field. 10 minutes to go. It's 10 minutes left. Ball broken down. Donal Ryan will get his hands on this. Decides to pull. Maybe he should have picked it, but he might get back again. The ball. It'll be Jerome O'Driscoll, I think, to get it. Jerome trying to get it up. Jerome does not get it up. Does get it up. He's got Padraig Murphy outside him. Padraig with the ball in his hand, trying to go around. He works it to Barry Johnson. Barry strikes the ball in quickly. It's Colm O'Keefe is inside. The ball is broken down inside. Well, got inside. Colin O'Keefe breaks the ball out. The Bright Rovers people are arriving like the cavalry. It's still inside. What can happen here? It's pulled on. It should come back out. It does come back out. This is Michael Collins, and it's the lead once more for Bright Rovers. Will that give them the necessary encouragement? Michael Collins putting the ball over the bar. They lead 111 to 110. Alan Kennedy pucking the ball out to the far side of the field. Brian Murphy's in under this. Ball broken down. It's Patrick Murphy. Their ball, everyone. Barry Johnson doesn't get the ball up. It works out here. This is to pass ball back out again from Brian McCarthy. Pat Ryan, is this the equaliser? No, it isn't. The ball went left and the ball went wide. In fairness to Pat, he was under enormous pressure when he shot. Bertie Og down along the sideline, just trying to give the players a bit of encouragement and a bit of advice. John Murphy did very well in that last attack from Sars, but they'll be disappointed they didn't get the scores. Dennis Fitzgerald to puck the ball out. 22.5 minutes gone. Whoa, could anyone beat this for excitement and tension? The ball out to the far side of the field. Donal Ryan will rise. Donal Ryan, the ball dropping down. Gets above Craig Leahy. Ball tackled the ground. Richie Cahill gets the ball inside again. They're trying to go forward. Bright Rovers working the ball forward again. Pat Walsh, he's the wing back out to Richie. Could he get a score? It goes in, it's high, it's very, very good from Bright Rovers. The ball got in and got over the bar. They lead by 2, 112 to 110. A quick puck out here. Some of the Bright Rovers lads maybe not quite ready for it. It's going to be tackled. It's Tygo. He's tackled by Jerome O'Driscoll, but Tyke striking the ball off his left nonetheless. Getting the ball in. James Murphy is under this. He bats the ball out. It walks to Kieran Faggy Murphy. Kieran Faggy Murphy's got the man outside him. He takes the shot. It's in the net and it's a goal! It's in the back of the net. Struck in by Robert O'Driscoll, I think. He put the ball in the net. There was nothing anybody could do about it. It went in and over the goal line. Dennis Fitzgerald made a great attempt to block it, but the ball went in and over the goal line. And Bright Rovers trail by a point. It's the goals that win these games sometimes. And with 7 minutes left, is that the sign for the boys from, it's a good ball inside. It's got to work out. Good chance in. Brian Murphy shoots it in. It could go anywhere. It's broken out and it's gone in and gone wide. They've moved around. Brian Murphy has come out to the middle of the field. Alan Kennedy, I think it was Robert O'Driscoll, number 13, maybe got the last out. Kieran Murphy did the business. Passed the ball in. And the ball went wide. This is Alan Kennedy pucking the ball out. Right down the middle it goes. Dropping it in under Kieran Murphy. The ball broken down inside again. Pulled on by Patrick Murphy. And here comes Sars doing well to hold on to the ball. Jerome O'Driscoll going down. The ball broken out. Stalemate situation developing again. Sars look to be going forward with the ball. The ball is passed out here again. This is Tygo. He shoots in. It's looking good. It's not. It is good actually, yeah. It's looking good. Puts the ball in and over the bar. Looked very good from this side of the field. And the momentum is certainly with the players from Sars at the moment. What have we left? We've got still 5.25 minutes left by my watch. Down the middle it goes. Sean Ryan arriving with Craig Leahy. The ball broken out to the wing. It's broken on Donal Ryan. He won't be giving up, and neither will any of the rest of the Bright Rovers attack, defence, midfield supporters, mentors, or anything like that. The ball has gone to ground. Donal Ryan trying to win the ball, and they have it, the Bright Rovers. A kind of a loosish pass out. The ball broken up in the air. Broken forward again. It's broken forward again. Working forward. This is Michael Collins. The shot. It's a bullet. It's blocked by Alan Kennedy, and it's cleared out the wing. Ball out to the far side of the field again. Bright Rovers, Pat Walsh trying to block the ball forward, but it's Sars winning possession. Worked out to the wing here. This is Kieran Murphy. Moved out the field again. Michael Cusson is inside waiting for this. He goes up. He wins possession. He turns around, and he puts the ball in and puts the ball over the bar. And Sars lead by 3. The ball went in and went over the bar. Sars lead by 3. And is their first county title going to arrive? Since 1957, as Bright Rovers make another change. Number 27 coming on there for them is Niall Fitzgerald. Niall Fitzgerald coming in, and is it Donal Ryan being called ashore? Colin O'Keefe switching around. Niall is going in full forward, I'd say, yes. And Donal Ryan, who has certainly played a great game from Bright Rovers. Dennis Fitzgerald, the next goal is going to be the one. Sean Ryan is out there. He breaks the ball forward again. This is Jerome O'Driscoll. Jerome bursting his way forward. He needs to get the ball in maybe. A good ball back out to Barry Johnson. Can Barry get the ball in? He can. Knocking it in high. It breaks down inside again, but back behind there is Conor O'Sullivan, and Conor striking the ball. He covered it very, very well. Barry Johnson is back there. He flicks the ball back inside again. This is Barry Murphy. A low ball out to his brother Padraig. It's a beautiful pass. Can Padraig hold it? He can. He's met with a tackle. Surely, referee, there might be a foul there. No. Passing the ball back. Struck in by Richie Cahill. Looking inside for the Colm O'Keefe. The ball is broken down inside. Niall Fitzgerald is in there, but coming out for it is Pat Barry. No foul there either. Works it out. This is passing it out to Joe Barry. Joe passing it out to Pat Barry rather. Down the far wing. This is really good game now. Well won there. Pass back as Bride Rovers trying to get the ball up the field again. They need to get a score. Sean Ryan is going to be in under this. Well cut by Brian McCarthy. Brian had kind of a lowish hand pass out the wing, and they're coming forward again. Now they've got the confidence. The ball is struck in, looking for Michael Cusson, but Michael won't get to it though. It might work out though. Robert O'Driscoll. It's well cleared back there by Michael Carney, but it doesn't work out. It's Kieran Murphy to put it in, and put the ball over the bar. Gone in and gone over the bar. It's 4 points they lead by. And is that the death knell for Bride Rovers? Ball out to this side of the field, and Sars seem to be on top all over the field. Daniel Roach, but they're coming again. It's Brian Murphy striking the ball in, turning around, brilliantly knocked inside again. Work down inside. Niall Fitzgerald is in there. He's got the ball in his hand. He's pulled down, and that's going to be a free in. He's going to be a free in, and Mentors and everyone else running in. What are they going to do? Will they put it over the bar and hope that they may get a goal? Jerome O'Driscoll seems to be kind of lining it up. And referee John Sexton says that's going to be a free in. Yep, Jerome, what's he going to do? Will he put it up? Be happy to put it over the bar and do it for the goal? Yeah, he puts it over the bar and they'll put it. That'll leave a goal between the sides. Leaves a goal between the sides, 1:13 to 2:13. What have we left in time? We have about 90 seconds left of normal time. The next few balls are going to be absolutely crucial. What a puck out by Alan Kennedy. And if Bride Rovers were withdrawing players in the first half to the middle of the field, Sars are doing it now. Bride Rovers win the ball. They don't. Very, very close situation. Kieran Murphy striking the ball in, looking for Michael Cusson again. They're playing a two-man full forward line. Michael Cusson getting the ball there. He's got the ball and he's hurley. What can he do? He strikes it. It's gone in. And it's gone left and wide. And there must have been very, very little in that last score. This is Dennis Fitzgerald. 3 minutes injury time. Sean Ryan is under this. The ball is broken down. And it's Brian McCarthy. Brilliantly blocked by Brian Murphy and super tackling as well by Michael Collins. Anybody's ball, down along the wing. It'll come from Padraig. Padraig will be giving this air, as they say. He does give it air. The two-man full forward line inside. Niall Fitzgerald is inside. The ball is this Hurley's flying, and Colm O'Keefe can't get across to block the clearance. Padraig Murphy knocking the ball down. It's very, very close to the line. Intercepted John Murphy, number 12 in his back, but he was the sub. It's collected by, and it's out over the line, and there's a free for Sars. Daniel Roach was fouled, and it's going to be a free in. And Pat Ryan, I'd imagine, will journey over to take this in absolutely no hurry whatsoever. Pat getting a drink of water from Teddy McCarthy. We're in the last minute of normal time. We're actually just gone into injury time. We've 3 minutes left in the game. You'd have to think if Pat Ryan puts this over, it's going to be the lead. It's going to be the crucial score. Pat strikes it. It's high, it's long, it's looking very good, and it is very good. It's gone in and got over the bar. 2:14 for Sars, 1:13 for Bride Rovers. Out to the far wing, but the puck out goes wrong. It's struck in again, and it's across the goals. It could break out again. It does. Michael Cusson does well to win the ball. Brendan Mudge coming out with the ball, and he reckons there's a foul there, says the referee. And sometimes you get those frees when you're maybe trailing by 4 points. Going to be taken. Dennis Fitzgerald going to take it. There's no time for passing or anything like that now. It's a case of launch it high and launch it long. Here comes Dennis. He'll need to give it everything he's got, and that's exactly what he does. It's dropping in around the edge of the square. The hurleys go up, the ball comes down. It's got inside. This is Colm O'Keefe. He's got a chance. It's gone in, and it's gone left and wide. It looked as if it got a deflection. The Bride Rovers players are claiming it. It's a 65, yeah. It's a 65 rather. The way the linesman looked at it first, it was, or the umpire seemed to be signalling that it was wide. But it's going to be a 65. No ball out in the middle for Jerome O'Driscoll. He'll be hoping to get one really quickly. Brian Murphy pucks it back out to him. What can Bride Rovers do? Well, what they have to do is get a goal and a point in the next minute or so, minute and a half or so of play. This is Jerome. Will he be happy to stick it over the bar and then go for the goal? Here comes Jerome. The ball is on the 65-metre line. And certainly, the way this game has gone, Jerome is going to drop it kind of lowish. It could get cut in. It's a goal! It's into the back of the net. Did anybody get a touch, I wonder? Did anybody get a touch? Boys, oh boys, we have a one-point game. We have a one-point game. You have great credit to both sides. Out the far side of the field, the Sars subs were getting ready to come on. Oh, it's good skill over there by Robert O'Driscoll. He's got inside. Michael Carney trying to get the ball off him. It's Robert. He's still going. He's gone to ground. No free, says the referee. It's Michael Carney. And Brian Rovers need to get this out the field. They do. There's a couple of Sars lads waiting for it though. The ball is cut brilliantly in the middle of the field. And Sars working the ball forward. The shot coming in. It's looking across the goals. Brian Rovers trying to get the ball out. It's James Murphy. He needs to get the ball out. Brian Rovers need to get the score. There's two Sars lads waiting for it. It's caught brilliantly by Kieran Murphy. He gets the ball and he's hurling. He pucks it across the field. He's got players there. James Murphy. The ball is broken down. The player got to ground. Caught inside again. Stalemate situation developing. John Sexton will blow his whistle. Is the game... Oh, I saw him just moving fellas away. Is that a case of moving the ball, getting it out of the way? There's a point in this. Let's check on the time. We've got time. Injury time is finished. The ball has gone to ground. Sars trying to get the ball out. Brian Rovers trying to get the ball up. It's coming out. They have it. It's Barry Johnson. He needs to get the ball up the field, but nobody there except Craig Leahy. And Craig strikes it. And strikes it high and strikes it long. Down into the middle of the group again. It breaks inside again. It's broken back out. Brian Rovers trying to get the ball out. The Sars trying to win possession. And referee John Sexton blows the full-time whistle. And for 2008, Sars are the Cork County Senior Hurling Champions. Look at their supporters. Tig Murphy and Bertie Old Murphy absolutely celebrating. An absolutely fantastic game. But you really, really have to feel for Bright Rovers as well. They gave it every single thing they could. In the end, they came up short just by a point. A tremendous game of hurling from both sides. Tremendous entertainment. And in the end, Sars just prevail. The final score here at an absolutely breathless Páirc Uí Chaoimh. Sarsfield 2-14, Bright Rovers 2-13. It's glory, glory Sars.
As you know, said that he sorted out on Sean over a whole captain, the Sarsfield. Indeed, it's a great pleasure for me to be here to present the Sean Murphy Cup to a great captain here on Frankie Murphy. I suppose when one mentions the Sars, there's never enough to far away. And it brings back to me personally happy memories of great victories by the Sars with that mighty team that they had in the 50s. But indeed, you can be proud of the young crop that has now arrived on the scene. They will do, there's no doubt, to me, great work for your crowd and will be a cause of great pride to go on in the not-too-distant future. I would like to say to the selectors and the people in charge of SARS, the way you have worked so hard for this thing, I hope that you will enjoy it for a week or two, but you must remember that you will be representing Cork in the Munster Championship in the not-too-distant future. Rovers on the great display that they gave right through. Remember, last year he bedecked the village because for the first time he were in the senior semi-final. He accepted defeat in that and he drove on. And today he played in a county senior hurling final. It will not take much more for you to be back here again next year and complete what you set out to do, namely to win a senior championship. And thanks so much, thanks to every one of the top players that played here today. They did a resounding good for hurling in this county. There wasn't a power nose stroke, and we the neutral observers or supporters, spectators, enjoyed what was indeed a great game of hurling. And indeed the Sars kept a good point to the last just to win by a mere point. And his team of officials for the great work that they have done on the field today, and wish them well in the future. So without further ado, I hope driving force behind it. His words in the dressing room were unbelievable. And Teddy back. We're delighted. And finally, from what a store, the man who showed unbelievable faith in us, told us at the start of the year, even when people were doubting him, and we were going to win a county. His efforts have been unreal all through the year. And 40-year-old Buffy, this cup is here because of you. Finally, I'd like to thank my Rovers. Some of the holding they played in the first half was unbelievable. We couldn't live with them in the first half. We reorganised in the second half, and we only barely got through with the skin of our teeth. Lads, you can take great fear from this. I know it's a huge disappointment to you. There's no reason why you can't be back next year for being in the final. And let's give 3 cheers to my Rovers. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! And finally, to everyone, you're all welcome to our Saturday. It's my pleasant duty now to ask Eamon Murphy of the Evening Echo. As you know, the Evening Echo have sponsored all our championships for the last number of years, and to them we are very grateful. So I'll ask Eamon Murphy on behalf of the Evening Echo to present the Evening Echo Man of the Match Award.
Man of Match winner, I think it's pretty deserving. Unfortunately, it's not a namesake of my own. It's the big man, Michael Gusson.
Sarsfield. He has been detached from his parents. He's at the stadium on the ground. So we ask his parents please to go to the gate right in the stage of the stadium. Liam Morgan is looking for his parents there and the stewards at the gate.
No, you're not telling me. Oh, Rocky boy! Robin! Robin! camera, lad.
I know I am. I'm trying.
Broken down. This is Kieran Murphy breaking forward from start. He's being hounded by three Bride Rovers defenders. The Bride Rovers defenders get back. It's Brian Murphy coming out with the ball, and he strikes the ball of his left down along the wing here. This is Kieran Collins. Kieran flicking the ball back inside again, and here comes Michael Carney. It's on his left. Could he finish with a score here? It's a low one. Into the middle it goes. This is Jerome O'Driscoll trying to take on the centre half back Craig Leahy. Jerome gets around him. Jerome is crossing the exclusion zone. Will he finish with a score? He doesn't hit it. It's in the net. It's in the back of the net from Bride Rovers. Michael Collins, the man we spoke about before.